Hey guys, it's Jessie and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to today's video. So today we are going to be doing the next update to my Project 10 Uses Project Pan series. So this is more of a usage based project pan that runs alongside my whole collection roulette, and basically it is to help me kind of get use out of little bits of my collection that I might be neglecting from just project panning, having smaller goals so I can kind of rotate through everything. So we have a good update today and we're going to be changing some stuff around in the project, which is always fun, as well as rolling in and out products. So without further ado, I will go kind of for the things staying in first. So firstly, this is in no particular order really, we have my Glossier Future Dew primer. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to tell on camera, but we are up to about here now. This was kind of brand new when I did roll it in, and I've used this one 7 times this month for 8 uses total in the project. I'm actually liking it a lot more now that I've had some time to play around with it, which is great. That's obviously always the point of this project. I'm actually really enjoying it. It's kind of a good last skincare first makeup step, really moisturizing, really kind of glowy, so really do enjoy using that one. So we've got 2 uses left on that, so that should definitely be rolled out by next month. Then we have probably one of the products that I like the least, not that it's bad or anything, just not really my thing, and I just have other items kind of in this category that I prefer. So that is the Pony Effect Cushion Foundation. I've used this one twice this month for 4 uses total. It looks the same, obviously, it's just a little cushion foundation. I do prefer just kind of plain regular bottled liquid ones, but I will use this one and eventually get it out this project. So we need 6 more uses to roll that one out. Then we have my ABH highlight. So that came from it's the Sugar Glow Kit, and I used this one 8 times this month, and that brings us to 8 uses total because we did roll it in last month. You can definitely see some brush marks in there, but there was obviously them already there, and I am wearing it on my face today. I don't know how you can tell. It's a very pretty, quite blinding highlight. It's also got a bit of a yellow kind of shift to it as well. It's not just kind of plain white, but that needs 2 more uses as well, so I'll definitely be rolling that one out next month very easily, and that'll be fine. So I will probably roll in another highlight in its place, so only a couple more uses on that one. So now for the products rolling out. Firstly, I want to mention my really triple shading bronze that I brought in last time. I actually didn't end up bringing it with me to uni, so I'm going to be having to roll that out of the project, obviously, because I'm not using it. I don't have it with me, so I will just be removing that one from the project. I probably won't roll in another bronzer because I only really have 3 currently in my like present collection at uni, so I'll just kind of keep like rotating through the 3 themselves and kind of focus on rolling in things that I have quite a lot of and want to get good use out of everything from. Then we also have my Subculture palette. So I did have this one in for a few months, and I used this one 5 times this month for 5 uses total, I believe. And basically I have the shade Roxy in a different project pan, so I have only really been reaching for that shade, and I think I've already got it out on my desk, so I probably will get some use out of it. So I want to roll this one out and roll in a different palette in its place instead. And that does bring me on to talk about my Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, which is the other palette that we had in, and I've used this one 8 times this month for 10 uses total. I used the shade Agate and Dayspring quite a lot, and then also the shades Morgan, Morning and Carnelian, as well as Jasper down here. I used the shades Glory and Clove a little bit, so really dipped around with this palette. Didn't use every single shade, but I will be rolling it out this month because obviously we've hit 10 uses. And what I wanted to change was I wanted to change the eyeshadow palettes that I have in here into more of a no pan left behind style. What that is basically you have to use every single shade in the palette, and I thought that would make more sense for me rather than trying to use the palette 10 times. Then I would actually get use out of everything if I make it into more of a no pan left behind. So I am going to be rolling this one out, the Subculture, and even though we haven't hit 10 uses, then obviously the Natasha Denona shade is also rolling out. Then we have my CoverGirl Clean Fresh Concealer. I don't know how well you can see, but we are basically down to here. I've used this one 10 times this month for 10 uses total, so rolled it in last month and quickly rolled it back out again. It's okay, it's a little bit of a drying concealer for me. I don't love it too much, but it works alright. I'll probably use use it as an eyeshadow primer when my e.l.f. camo concealer that I use for that at the moment runs out. So it's pretty average kind of concealer. Then we have my Tower 28 gloss in Oat. I use this one 10 times this month for 10 uses total. I actually think I went over 10 uses because I have just kind of been using this on the daily. It's a really nice lip gloss. So we were up to about that T last month, and now we are down to kind of the middle of the W here. So we actually have got a decent amount of progress, and I really like this lip gloss. It's quite lightweight, so does wear off easily, so you can reapply it a lot, but it looks quite nice and it's a really nice colour on the lips, so I really enjoy that one. It's one of my favourites. And then lastly we have the shade Vision from Beauty Bay. This is just a single shadow and this is super pretty. I don't think I'd really used it before this project, but it's a really nice kind of rosy pinky colour and it's super sparkly. It looks really lovely on the eyes. I used this one 4 times this month for 10 uses total and I was absolutely buzzing about that. It looks gorgeous. I would use it a lot in looks kind of like this with some of my Project Pan shades. I'm not using it today, but it was really, really gorgeous. So I'm really glad I actually did get some use out of this. It's a really stunning shade. So I'm really happy to be rolling that one out. So we have a lot of bits rolling out. I'm not necessarily going to do kind of 1-for-1 with each type of product. I've decided what I want to roll in today is 2 eyeshadow palettes, 1 cream blush and 1 lip product, because I am working on 2 cream blushes in my whole collection Roulette, but getting a bit bored of them, so I thought having a new one in for a little bit would be more entertaining. Obviously I need to replace the lip product, and then the 2 eyeshadow palettes I'm going to be rolling in to do no pan left behind style on them. So we only have these 2 and the ABH highlighter staying in. Everything else is rolling out, which is exciting. But firstly I think we're going to do the cream blush. So I've obviously narrowed down my collection a little bit because I came to uni, so I didn't bring everything with me. So my cream blush in my spreadsheet goes from number 14 all the way down to number 27. So I'm going to press randomize. Oh wait, no, I won't do that because I still have stuff. So I'll clear the history, prevent rerolls, and then we'll go again and I'll press randomize. And we've got number 26, which is going to be the second shade in my little Kaja bento box. I will do all my roll-ins now and then show you the products at the end, just because it makes it easier, because otherwise I have to go to and from and keep getting up. But that is the second shade in my little Kaja bento blush thing, basically. Then for my lip product, we are going to go from number 67 all the way to number 87 and generate again to get number 82, which is going to be my Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Ruby Milk, which is always really fun. I love my gloss bombs. And then lastly for the eyeshadow palette, we are going to go from number 88 all the way down to number 125. So randomly generate the first one. If I can press it, there we go. We have 104 and then 102, so quite close together. So 102 is going to be my Sigma Ambiance palette. And then 104 will be my Natasha Denona Metropolis palette, and obviously I will kind of sort that out no pan left behind style, so I will make sure I use all the shades. So I have all of the new products here. So firstly, the second shade in my little Kaja bento box is this red one down here. So it's a very bright red blush, but I think this is going to be really pretty on the cheeks. I don't think I've actually used this shade before. This first one I love. It's so pretty. It's more of like a neutral mauvey colour, but I am super excited to roll that one in. That'll be very fun. Then the shade from Fenty Beauty is Ruby Milk, which is a very bright pinky shade. It's really pretty. I actually haven't used this one very much at all, but as you can see, it's just a very nice, pretty, bright gloss. So I'll have no trouble at all using that one, I'm sure. I love the Fenty Beauty formula. And then palette-wise, firstly, we have the Ambiance, which is a really nice, very neutral palette. So I'll definitely find this very easy to do no pan left behind in. The same for Metropolis. It's a similar colour story, but with a couple more pops. Obviously, you guys probably know what this looks like. But yeah, those 2 palettes are rolling in. So yeah, that is super exciting. I'm actually really, really, really pleased with everything that we've rolled in. I think we're going to have a very good month. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a like down below, hit subscribe, turn the bell to join our little club, and make sure you turn on all notifications. Then you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. If you want to watch one of my other videos, there'll be 2 on the screen now to pick from, as well as a load linked up in the cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!